Get ready to start a journey that begins with scouting a new area in the Morel preseason and will hopefully end with a sack full of Morels. Right now, the forest seems like a dead and dismal place. Not much green to be seen, but the time is nigh. The forest will be rapidly changing. I have been given the chance to hunt 120 acres of private land. I haven't been here before, which means it's a good place to give you an idea of my scouting process. In this episode, I'll mainly be focusing on scouting the area to find potential trees that morels could fruit around. To make it easier for my viewers, I will be marking these trees and we will check them in future episodes. I don't normally mark them, so don't think this is something you should do, especially on public land, unless you want others to have an easier time finding your spots. Let's get going. So here's this elm that I spotted. If you'll notice the root system here, how it extends out. That's typical of elms. You may see it in other trees, but that's not very common. Very common in elms. And you'll see that this thing split up here at the top. It's pretty dead, but that does not mean we won't find morels around it. May find less, may find none at all, may still find quite a few. Well, let's get this thing marked. Alright, so what I got here is some marking tape. We're just going to tie this around and get our little Sharpie out here, and this will be elm number 1. I can't see that, but that's our first tree, and then we'll continue along and keep doing this. So I just want to make clear that some of these really dead elms, I'm not going to mark these. I'm just going to pass them on by, but they're on the way to the other ones, so I'll keep my eye out when it's time for yellows, and we'll see if we find anything around them. Part of the hazard of hunting morels are these suckers right here. Briars all around. So if you can't take walking through briars, might as well give up hunting morels. Action. We got ourselves some scarlet cups here. You can see them there. Oftentimes, especially when you're out this early, you'll see these all the time. So as we came walking down through this valley, there weren't as many elms as I thought, but then I came across this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but this is a sycamore. And they tend to fruit yellows around them. We're going to mark this as tree number 2. And we'll check on that as the season progresses. Not this tree, this tree. Just marking the area. Tree number 3, nicely cracked. Might have some luck with it. Number 3. Another sycamore. Got a big old sycamore here. Looks like this sycamore is right on the property line. So I just crossed over from the other hill, and some good sycamores over there, some elms, mostly alive elms, and we crossed over to the other side. And as you can see, if anybody knows anything, there's nothing good over here for morels. No good trees, so we're gonna have to do a little more hiking here. So we came to the top of the hill here and into this pine grove. Usually I've never found morels in pines unless there happens to be an elm mixed in. Here I came across a bitternut hickory tree. These trees I find black morels around. And as you can see, there's more than just one here. And one of the key signs to finding these, besides the bark here, if you look down at the base of the tree, or one way to know a hickory nut is that it splits into 4 pieces. Let's see if I can find one that's good and split. So if you notice here, see the 4 pieces? They split off like that. So here is a critter that you'll encounter, a tick. Make sure you wear plenty of bug spray, which I did, but that doesn't always mean anything. So I went higher up on the first hill. As you can see, with all the briars, it's not looking like it's going to be fun, but we'll see what we can find. One thing to note is that with sycamore, as we go through the season here, not really going to be hunting these too hard until late season. I'll check them, but I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of walking in the area. So we'll check them from a distance. Reason being is that sycamore tend to have these big leaves, and morels, already hard enough to find, are especially hard when looking around sycamore. And as you see here, we got tree 8. So we're just going to call this tree 8A and B, because there's one right here behind it. And we'll mark this puppy up probably around this vine here. Three, 4, 6 of them. So we only found some trees today. Due to time constraints, my lack of knowledge of the landscape, and the property lines, I didn't get to explore that much. But every week we're going to see more. We're going to check those trees that we found today, see how they progress every episode, and then from there we're going to find more trees, and we're going to mark those, and we're going to keep checking those as well. 5 hours in the forest is not enough time to know those woods. We will know those woods. We will find morels. I just know it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Also, I'll have links to the Ohio Morel Hunter Facebook group and to the Etsy store, which has some morel merchandise, and with more to come. Thanks for watching.